In the name of Allah, hello my dear students in our distance learning by Mr. مسعد Saber and the English supervisor Mr. Ahmed Shirbini. Al-Aus Private School for Boys. Our lesson today is for Traveler 4, Lesson 11, pages 31 and 32. Grammar. Now, my dear students, let's open your notes on page 31. We are going to explain conditional sentences, 0 and first and second and third conditionals. Let's start with 0 conditional. We form the 0 conditional like you see by starting with if or when plus the verb in present with is or without is, and in the other sentence the verb in present too. Like you see the examples. If you hate water, it evaporates. Here the verb in present, and here the verb in present to express about facts, and we can use it to express about routine. Like this example, when he arrives home, he eats his lunch and has a nap. Here we use the present simple arrives, and here in the second sentence we use the verb eats to express about routines. The first conditional, its form is if or when, and the verb in present too, but the second sentence, like you see, must be in the future will plus infinitive. And if I use if in the middle of the sentence, we put before it the infinitive, will plus infinitive, and after it we use the present symbol, the verb with is or without is. Like you see in the example, if you study hard, you will get the best mark in class. Here we use the verb studies in present, and here we use the future will plus infinitive. But please, my dear students, here delete IES from studies, because the subject here is you and must followed by the infinitive without any additions. Delete IES and put the letter Y. We may use must, may, be going to, or shall, or can instead of will. Like you see in the last example, if they get a digital camera, they can take good photos. Here we use the present symbol, and here we use can plus infinitive instead of will plus infinitive. Please, my dear students, pay attention when I want to use if in negative. I use I, we, you, they, plural, plus the verb without any additions, but in negative we use don't. And if we use he, she, it, and singular, we use the verb with is, and in negative doesn't. And pay attention, we use apostrophe LL instead of will and want instead of will not. This is a short form or in abbreviation. The second conditional, we use it when we want to express about something we imagine to happen or something unreal, or when you hope to do something, like you see, if, and the verb in the second form, and in negative didn't plus infinitive. In the second sentence, we use would plus infinitive. If we put if in the middle, we put before it would plus infinitive, and after it we use the second form or didn't in negative. We use where with all pronouns if we express about imagination or hope. Like you see, if plus any pronoun plus where, and in the second sentence we use would plus infinitive. Like you see in the example, if I were a millionaire, I would buy a Ferrari. Now let's go to type 3, conditional sentences type 3. In if clause, we use if plus past perfect, and the past perfect is had plus past participle, and the main clause or the second sentence would or could or might plus have plus past participle. Let's go to page 32 to complete the role, my dear students. Conditional sentences type 3 are used, why? To talk about unreal or imaginary situation in the past, like if I had found a better job, I would have quite a long time ago. And to express about regret, if I hadn't gone to bed so late last night, I would have woken up on time this morning. Or to criticize somebody or something, like you see in the example, if you had completed your degree, you might have found a better job. He wants to say here, if he completed his degree, he may or might have found a better job. But he didn't complete his degree. Now let's go to another role, wishes and unreal past. Sometimes we use the past symbol when referring to the present or future. This is called the unreal past. We use wish or if only plus past symbol, and I told you before the past symbol is the second form of the verb, to make a wish about present or future situation which we would like to be different. Like you see in the example, I wish you didn't have to go tomorrow. But here in the example, you have to go tomorrow. I wish I had a bigger house. But he wants to say, but I don't. I don't have a bigger house. In the unreal past, we usually use were instead of was. Like I told you before, with if, we can use were with all pronouns. Here also we can use were instead of was. Like you see when the unreal past we usually use. We use wish or if only plus could plus pair infinitive to express about, regret, about something we cannot do at present. Like you see, I wish I could speak Italian. In this example, he regrets he doesn't speak Italian. and I wish I could come with you on Friday. Here he regrets because he can't come with me or with you on Friday. We use wish or if only plus past perfect simple, and I told you before the past perfect is had plus past participle to express regret about something that happened or didn't happen in the past. Like you see in the example, I wish I had taken a torch with me. I can't see a thing or anything. Here he regrets about something happened or didn't happen in the past. Like you see, he regrets he didn't take the torch with him. Okay, my dear students, in the end, I'd like to thank you for your follow. I hope you understood the role or the conditional sentences and how to express about the wishes in different ways. Thank you, and follow me in the next video. Lesson 11, exercises, page 33. Thank you and